Nityanandam, this is Priscilla. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm touching on a topic that I've been kind of holding off on for a little bit on my channel for, controversial reasons, but I want to delve into it today, and that is, do aliens, extraterrestrial beings, other beings in the universe exist? Is there life outside of this planet, outside of human beings, and higher intelligence outside of this? I'll just cut right to the chase. Yes, very, very much so. And I will just speak from my personal experience because I know from in this format of watching a video, I can't convey a ton of, I guess, studies and scientific information in the same way as if you were researching it on your own. So I won't go into that side of things. Please just do that on your own time. And I totally respect whatever you end up coming across. I'll just share my perspective, what I have experienced in my path the last few years, and what other people around me have shared with me about their experiences. So my first experience of this realization that extraterrestrial beings existed and were real, when for so long in my life I was pushing that out of my head. I was really frightened of even thinking about that kind of stuff from horror movies and all that. I always used to be super scared of that, so I never thought about it, and I always just told myself that nothing existed. Nothing was real. I was very skeptical of all that. But in high school, one of my friends had this crazy experience which really jarred me, and I knew, like, without a doubt in my being, it was true from the way they were conveying it. Basically what happened was, one of my friends was trying to get in their house at night through the back gate, and they were getting their keys out and trying to get through the gate, and all of a sudden they heard something behind them. And they live in this open area, like big street where a lot of houses are, and they turned around, and about 20 feet or so away from them was this other being, which they had no idea what they were seeing. They thought, am I going crazy? What is this? They saw this being, really tall, standing like in a humanoid way on 2 feet, but green and covered in scales. And of course, naturally, they started freaking out, thinking, what? I must be seeing something. And they see this being was standing in light too, like a beam of light. And then they got super frightened, right? So they start trying to get in the door faster, and jingling the keys, thinking, oh, this is crazy, I don't know what I'm seeing. And then, as soon as they're trying to unlock the door, they turn back around, and now this being is closer. It's like 10 feet away from them, and this thing is staring right at them, looking so freaky, like a reptile / human, which I now know as a reptilian, which I'm sure you guys watching this video have heard of. But this reptilian was standing, facing them, 10 feet away, and as soon as they know it, they're waking up on the ground, passed out. However long later, 30 minutes or so, they had fainted on the ground in the middle of the night, and one of their family members had come seen them outside and woke them up and was like, what happened to you? Like, what? And they were just appalled by this experience. And the way they were conveying it to me, and it wasn't like they went around telling anybody this, it was like the deepest, darkest secret that I only knew. And the way they told me was so jarring to the system, the hearing. They were just petrified, like in pure terror. And this is a person who doesn't even believe in any of this kind of stuff, in mystical things, nothing like this. Super logical, not into this kind of stuff, not like me, not into spirituality, nothing. And this person had this experience. So that was my first taste of thinking, holy crap, something definitely exists. And at the time I cognized it as this malicious thing. Like, I thought that aliens or whatever I had been told, like and shown in movies, there was this negative thing and they were gonna hurt us, they were out to get human beings, all this stuff. And then a few years later, I actually had my own experience with contacting extraterrestrial beings. I'm gonna tell this story in a further video, actually, but just to sum it up, I was contacted by certain beings from another planet, and for a while I actually was very frightened myself because of that previous experience that my friend had experienced. I started freaking out, thinking it was this negative thing. But I came to the realization and understanding through learning in Hinduism, actually, and through my Guru Swamiji, that any experiences we have with these higher evolved beings are actually always and only positive. Why? Because they are all higher consciousness than human beings. All extraterrestrial beings are higher consciousness. See, if they're able to communicate telepathically and have this technology, the spirituality goes with it. It's a spiritual technology that they use. That's why they're able to travel the way they travel. It's all an energy system, an energy way they communicate, and the way they communicate with us even without words is all a spiritual practice as well. So naturally, they're higher evolved, enlightened beings, and they come in communication with Earth, because Earth is a very special planet, which is so cool, is that it's the only place in the universe you can reach enlightenment. It's the only planet you can reach enlightenment on. So it makes so much sense why there's so much cosmic activity and traffic to this planet, because it's this hub for enlightenment, for jumping into the next stage of consciousness. So these beings are in high interaction with Earth, and there has been, as I'm sure you know, countless, so many stories from not just individuals, but you know, in the media, all these things, but it is pushed down and it's become such a stigma. And the genius part about it, the media strategy of making it such a stigma, is that now anyone that talks about it or says anything about it, no matter how valid or proven their experience is, they will be written off. The experience is written off, because this is, not to sound very conspiracy theory, but it's true, this is very much hidden by the government for good reason, to have people calm and not freak out of this contact with other beings. But it is very much happening. Please question what you're being told. That's all I ask of you. Even if you're listening to this and you're like, who is this girl? She's crazy. Just saying all this spiritual mumbo jumbo. Now she's talking about aliens. Okay, like she's really out there. No, please at least just start opening your mind to realizing it's not this big crazy thing. It's just another part of the reality we're living in. And it's been hidden for reasons for many years. There's a lot of information out there that you can find. It's just not in the mainstream media. So please do look up more information. And I'm going to continue to make videos on this because I love this topic, and I'm going to share in the next follow-up video, I'm going to share my personal experience with coming into contact with extraterrestrial beings, and much more interesting stuff to come. But thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I love you all. Thanks for sticking in with me, and I'll talk to you soon. Nityananda.